So there was a time my father turned to me and said, "Richard, I never cheated on your mother. Not through lack of trying, but I never did it." I looked at the old man and I thought, this is a really funny thing to say to an 11-year-old. So if you haven't guessed, or haven't noticed, I'm fat naked, my hair looks like something the cats have played with for a few years, and this is a naked blog, and today we're discussing cheating. Or rather, the exact topic is it still cheating? Is it still cheating if you cheat and your partner never finds out about it? Or perhaps if you cheat accidentally, like you're drunk, and don't tell your partner because you don't want to hurt them. Oh, look. I remember I had a friend. No, not a friend. Someone who pretended to be my friend. And he got a divorce. And he ran around crying, "She cheated on me! She cheated on me!" So I turned to him and I said, "Well, isn't it true that you wanted to have a threesome?" And he looks at me and he says, "Well, she said yes at first." His ex-wife says that she never said yes, but here is a guy who tried to have sex with another woman. This is confirmed. He doesn't think he cheated because he didn't have sex with another woman. But he definitely tried. Not only did he definitely try, apparently at one point he said to his wife that he was going to refuse to sleep with her unless she agreed to bring another woman into their bed. This is called cheating. Why is it called cheating? Because you have definitely proven that given the opportunity, you will cheat. You are not faithful in spirit. Now, I'm going to grant this has a slightly Christian undertone, and, well, it also has a slightly Jewish undertone, but primarily a Christian undertone because Jesus said, talked about sins in your heart. The will to commit that sin is one way of interpreting that. So, it is if you have the intention to cheat on your significant other, you have cheated on your significant other. Now, to go more to the point, if we assume here that you're somebody at a party and you've had a couple drinks, and in having this couple drinks, you try to cheat on your significant other, okay? You meet somebody, you're talking them up, you're so drunk you don't remember that you're not on the market, but nothing happens, like maybe you catch yourself in time. I don't know if that's something you need to talk about in the future. That's not a big deal. But if you got drunk and you slept with somebody and had an extramarital affair, you had an oath with this person and a promise to be faithful, you actually have a responsibility to tell them, because lying to them is just as bad as cheating. I mean, you have to be honest with your significant other. It's very important in this world. So, I mean, you could think about it this way. In the hypothetical situation that you slept with somebody, you had a momentary moment of weakness, you had an affair, and then this person you had an affair with, you now know they're not pregnant, you didn't pick up any diseases, and they're never going to be a part of your life again, so your wife is absolutely never going to find out, and you say, you know what, I don't want to tell her because it's just going to cause problems. Yeah, that could be a gray area. You're still lying, and that lie is saying something about how much you really care about this person, but I understand. Okay, I would understand somebody not saying anything, keeping it to themselves forever. However, if you're not 100% sure of that situation, it's like, look, let's just say, for example, you went to a party and somebody gave you a sneaky peach or a couple of sneaky peaches. Okay, just so you'll know, a sneaky peach is a kind of drink one mixes that it takes very vaguely of alcohol, and nobody knows how strong it is unless they're the mixer. So this is something you give to people so that you can get them drunk without their knowledge. So let's just say somebody gives you a couple of sneaky peaches. You don't know what they are. You wake up the next day in bed with someone, and you're going, "Oh my God, I'm married, and I don't want to screw up my relationship." Well, if it turns out that that person had chlamydia and you're now going to pass it on to your significant other, there's an issue there. I mean, really what you need to do is come clean, be honest, go out there and say, you know what, look, I'm sorry, I was drunk. I understand if you want a divorce, because, I'm very disappointed in myself, but I can't lie to you about it. And the other thing is, I have to make absolutely sure that I didn't pick up any diseases, and I'm not going to do anything to hurt you by giving you these diseases. And I have to make absolutely sure that I didn't get this chick pregnant. That's the moral obligation. If you don't do all those things, you are committing a much worse act by lying about it, by not being honest. That's my interpretation. Now, Tricia Hirschberger asked very interesting questions like, can you, romantically I suppose, love more than one person? The answer to this is obviously yes. There was a movie, I forget the name of it, where a woman thought her husband had died in war, and she got with her brother, or got with her husband's brother. She didn't get with her brother, because, well, technically speaking, that's her brother, so that's incest, but it's biologically not her brother, so it's okay. So she gets with her husband's brother because she thinks the husband is dead. And, hey, it's not that you don't love the husband, it's just that he's not there anymore. And, yeah. Okay, so obviously you can romantically love two people. You can have those feelings. It doesn't mean that you don't love one to love the other. You don't switch it on and off. And I mean, I remember... I think it was in the film MASH, but it may have been in the series MASH, that one of the surgeons said, like he's getting it on with his girl, and she says that she's married or something, and he says, yes, and I'm married, and I love my wife, and if my wife were here, I'd be with her. But he recognizes the fact that this is the middle of a war, and he might get shot tomorrow. So he has this moment of infidelity, and I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, again, if this were the whole thing about honesty, and it's like he's like, look, I'm going off to war, I may never come back, this is the person I'm going to be. If you don't want to be with that person, we need to end the relationship now. That I would understand. And there are people with open relationships, and they're perfectly happy. So there's that. I mean, so long as everybody is in full knowledge of what is going on, and everybody is honestly okay with it, then yeah, that's not cheating. That's cool. I mean, I wouldn't want to engage in that myself, but I understand the situation. So there is that. I mean, I don't know. You'd have to give me specific situations to be clear. There's all kinds of things. Like I remember I knew a woman in high school. She was a bisexual, and she had a boyfriend and a girlfriend, and the boyfriend wasn't happy about her having a girlfriend. She goes, well, I don't consider this cheating. Well, yeah, but it's your boyfriend's call, not yours. But then he stayed with her, so I guess that's cool. He made a choice, and that's what life is about. It's about choices. I have to leave you with this very, very basic thought. Life gets on with itself, and we have to find any way we can to survive. So that's kind of it. Now, everybody in this world, their bodies run away with their minds. They have strong feelings sometimes, and sometimes those feelings fade, and sometimes they grow. And what are you going to do about it? So we just have to live our lives and try to be true to ourselves and true to the people we love. That's my opinion. I would love to hear yours down in the comments below. Please like and subscribe. And if you'd like to make a naked vlog of your own, please remember that Trisha Hirschberger chooses our topics. We are naked, not in a sexy manner, but in order to be honest and open. And you can make your own blog, so long as you don't show any naughty bits. If you're under 18, please ask your parents' permission.